Good morning, it's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself, and it's welcome to day 10 of the countdown to readiness. So we're getting ready for the new year. We're getting ready to count down to open our hearts, to take this leap into the new year. And if you haven't seen yesterday's video, go watch it. I'm gonna create this playlist so that you can know what's happening, know where I'm going with this channel in the new year, and you can get ready by watching these videos. So the first thing that we wanna do is we wanna talk about the physical things that we need to do this year to heal our body. And of course, we know these things. These are the things that we look at constantly. These are the things that we're obsessed with. These are the things that we think are going to be the magic bullet to help us. So let's just talk about them. Let's get them out in the open. So the first most important one out there is sleep, right? We want to be making sure that we are getting enough sleep. It's so important. Sleep cannot be underrated. On this channel, I have tons of tips on sleep, but I want you to know and commit to getting enough sleep this year. It's important to drinking enough clean filtered water. So as long as you've got a system in your house, anything from a Berkey to a super fancy whole home water system filter, you need something that's going to filter out some of the bad guys and drinking your pure spring water, whatever it is, and you want to drink a lot of water. Water is so important to drink. You want to hydrate. So that's another goal that we would have in this new year, is to hydrate, get our sleep, and hydrate. Go outside. We need to go outside. We need to move our bodies and be outside in the fresh air. We need to breathe fresh air outside not on the street, but like in the woods, on the beach, wherever. We need to be getting fresh air and sunlight. Okay, so we need that natural vitamin D, we need the sunlight, we need it to absorb into our skin, and this is how we stay healthy and we beat viruses and we can feel our best. So we want to put these things on our list this year. Movement, we want to practice movement this year. So whether you're going to do some sort of a yoga practice, a HIIT practice where you're doing lots of weights, or whatever you want to do to increase your body mass, I don't really care what it is, just some sort of physical exercise. And I usually like to say walks, because walking helps everything. It helps your lymph system, it helps you stay in shape, it helps you stay active. It gives you time to do walking meditations. It gives you time to think. It gives you time to, be outside, to breathe the fresh air, to get the sunlight. It's a really good daily practice. So add walking to our list. And then, of course, we have diet. This is the big one, right? So whether you intend to do a paleo diet, an AIP paleo diet, whether you intend to do GAPS, whether you intend to do keto, a nutritional keto diet, whether you intend to do carnivore diet, whether you intend to fast, whether you intend to do the Mediterranean diet, whether you're going to be doing a vegan diet or a raw vegan diet, I want to let you know that I've done them all. Now, diet is super important and super foundational, but it's certainly not the key to healing. It is a key. It is a key for your body, for your physical body. And in your physical body, what we want to remember this year is that we need nutrients. We need whole, fresh, organic nutrients from the earth. So whatever you are going to do this year, I want you to focus on organic. I want you to focus on that it's a whole food. It's not processed, it's not in a can, it doesn't come with a package, right? It's as few ingredients as possible, preferably just the whole food from the earth. We want to cook and prepare our meals from scratch. We want to make sure we know what's in our food, right? So you may be really good at this one, diet. And maybe one of the things you need to let go is some of your food fears. Maybe you are afraid of food because you've done all the diets, and I've gotten there too. And then you become afraid of certain vegetables, afraid of the things in food, afraid of meat, afraid of lectins, afraid of phytates, afraid of nightshades, right? We become fearful. And so maybe the thing that you need to work on with diet this year is letting go. Because what's really important, and you can go back and watch some of my food videos, is being nourished from the inside out. And that means that when we eat something, we believe it's good for us. We know it's good for us. It's coming from the earth, it's organic, and we're doing our best. When we're afraid of our food, when we're worried, when there's too many rules, when there's all these things around it, we can create the very diseases that we don't want. We create this fear, we create the low vibrational states, we create food intolerances, and we create allergies, we create reactions. So we can create these things. So it is important to have a healthy diet, and it is important that we are going to commit to eating whole natural foods from the earth, and we're going to give up food fears, right? We're going to give up fear surrounding food, and when we eat, we're going to be thankful, we're going to be grateful, and we're going to feel nourished, mind, body, and soul. That's very important. So next, we're moving on to mind-body techniques. Okay, so once we start to use our mind to heal our body, there's a lot of things that will come up. One of them is triggers. We want to look at our daily triggers. We want to feel them. We want to recognize them. And we want to get really good at awareness and saying, this is just a pattern. This is just a subconscious trigger, a subconscious pattern. And we want to be really good at becoming aware, which is the number one thing when you're using mind-body techniques to heal your body, is that we get really good at recognizing our triggers, our patterns, all those emotions that need to rise to the surface that we might be holding down. We get good at expressing those and feeling those through meditation and journaling and being comfortable, unburdening these from our body. Anything that's stuffed in, we allow up to rise to the surface. And then we become aware. It's maybe not even real. It's just a pattern. It's just our awareness that we need to step back and take a look. And this is when we get our choice, right? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to become? And where do you want to put your attention? And this is where we're heading this year. We're heading into the final frontier of healing. If you're doing all those things and you're just not getting there, it's because you keep looking back over your shoulder. How are my symptoms doing today? Am I following all the rules of this diet? Did I do this walk to perfection? Did I skip a day? You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. You're putting a lot of mental stress on your body. There's too many rules imposed. There's a lot of fear surrounding the healing that you're doing, and it's creating more problems than it's helping. And so we need to be able to commit to doing these things in a different way this year. So commit to having the foundations of healing down, like our sleep, our water, our diet, our food, our exercise, our fresh air, our positive thoughts, our feeling our emotions, doing our inner child work, loving ourselves, being 100%, calling ourselves out on our patterns and our triggers, and being 100% ready to love and accept ourselves, right? Unconditional love and acceptance of ourselves. But there's one big thing, and that's what we're going to focus on all year because it's so big. And that is, we need to let go of control around all these things. And we need to stop doing them. That's what our focus is, because what we focus on, we become. So if we're all day monitoring our water intake, or all day, monitoring our symptoms, or have we done our exercise good enough, or is our diet perfection? What is everybody saying about this diet, this particular food? And then you go back and forth between different diets, and you get confused and you get stressed. This is the problem. We're putting too much emphasis on healing and getting it perfect and getting it right. We already know the right things to do. You already know the foundations, the right things to do for your body. And you need to commit to doing them every day as a lifestyle, as a way of being, as a way of moving through the world. Like, yeah, I drink a lot of water. I get outside in fresh air. And when you don't hit it exactly right, and you miss a day of something, we don't beat ourselves up. We don't obsess about it. We don't, because that's breaking our rule of our mind, body, unconditional love and acceptance, right? We're not going to hold ourselves accountable to this perfection anymore in this new year. We're going to love and forgive ourselves and accept ourselves no matter what. But we're going to commit to doing all the right things that our health needs. And then we need to be willing to let it all go, to let the rules go, to let, all the stress and pressure around healing go. We want to let that go. We want to let the obsession around healing, all the protocols, all the vitamins, the supplements, whatever it is, and we need to give it up. We need to say, these are the things I believe, these are the things that make me feel good, and these are the things I truly believe that are good for people's health, and I'm committed to myself to being that person, to living that lifestyle, and that's it. And then you just are that person who eats well, who drinks, who gets outside, who goes for the walks, and you don't need to monitor this anymore. You don't need to watch it anymore. You don't need to try so hard. You just do it. You just do these things. And when you do them and you become them, you suddenly don't need to monitor them anymore. And what we are going to monitor, what we are going to do every day now, is where we're putting our attention and how we're building our future life, where we're going in the future. And if we want to let go of our past, our fears of food, our obsession with diet, our pressure on ourselves to get all this healing right, then we literally need to let that go. So my big question to you as we count down to the new year is, are you willing to let go of your past? Are you willing to let go of your perfectionism? Are you willing to let go of the pressure to get it right and perfect? And are you willing to just be, to be healthy, to live a healthy lifestyle, to embody health, right? Mind, body, and soul. By what you feed your body, how you nourish it with the proper food, water, sleep, and thoughts and emotions, right? Are you willing to be health, to live a healthy lifestyle, to be healed? And that's the question I pose to you today as we enter into the new year. It's like, are you ready? Are you ready to shed the pressure, to shed all of that trying so hard? And are you willing to just say, this is who I am, this is what I do all the right things I need to do for my mind, body, and soul, and I don't need to look at it anymore. I know it. I don't need to research anymore. I don't need to keep looking up that next protocol, that next supplement, that next diet. I know the basics. I know what they are. I'm committed to doing them every day. And then I'm committed to leaving that story of needing to try hard and of not being healed and of having to get it perfect, and of that this is how I move through my daily life, this is how I move through my day, is to be healed and to do all the healing things I need to do. And I need to just move into my day, move into my new life. And am I willing to let go of the effort of healing? Because I am doing all the things already. I am living a healthy lifestyle. I'm giving my body support, mind, body, and soul. I'm nourishing my body and mind and heart from the inside out. And now I'm going to move forward so that I can actually be healed. So if you're on board with me, if you feel like you're counting down and you're saying yes to this video, then get ready. We're getting ready to jump in.